Imagine living your entire life believing that every setback, every challenge was actually preparing you for something greater. I know that might sound like just another inspirational quote you scrolled past on your social media feed, but what if I told you it's more than just a feel-good phrase? What if this perspective is deeply rooted in an ancient philosophy that has withstood the test of time? That philosophy is Stoicism, a way of thinking that not only teaches us how to endure life's hardships, but how to embrace them, turning struggles into strengths. Today, we're diving deep into Stoic wisdom, uncovering how this timeless philosophy can be your daily guide, helping you navigate life's toughest challenges with purpose and resilience. Whether you're facing personal struggles, professional challenges, or just the everyday chaos of life, Stoic teachings offer a roadmap to not only survive, but to thrive. Stoicism teaches that the power to lead a fulfilling life doesn't lie in changing our circumstances, but in changing our response to them. If you've ever felt like you're fighting against the current, searching for peace amidst the storm, or just curious about how ancient wisdom can illuminate your modern life, then you're in the right place. Join me as we explore how to harness the principles of Stoicism to transform challenges into victories, learning to live with intention, integrity, and an unbreakable spirit. Together, we'll uncover the tools you need to turn life's obstacles into stepping stones for your greatest growth. And before we begin, I invite you to hit the subscribe button and stay with us throughout this journey. Each moment is designed to inspire, empower, and equip you with the tools to live a more meaningful and resilient life. You won't want to miss this. 1. Question your own limits. How often do we coast through life without questioning the limits we've placed on ourselves? Days, weeks, even years can go by where we've settled for less than we're capable of. Here's where the powerful question, why not, comes into play. It's a simple yet profound question that can unravel the layers of self-doubt and fear holding you back. The Stoics didn't sit back and let life happen to them. They were proactive, constantly examining their actions and decisions through the lens of virtue and growth. When faced with a challenge or tough decision, a Stoic would ask themselves, why not take the path that leads to growth? This isn't about reckless risk-taking. It's about consciously choosing the path that aligns with your values and pushes you toward becoming a better version of yourself. So, when you find yourself hesitating, unsure whether to take that next step, ask yourself, why not? Why not go after that promotion? Why not start that project? Why not push beyond your comfort zone and pursue your dreams? It's in these moments of decision that we shape our destiny. Asking, why not, isn't just about external challenges. It's also about confronting the internal narratives that limit us. It's about challenging your self-doubt, your fear of failure, and the comfort of the status quo. Every Stoic, from Marcus Aurelius to Seneca, embraced challenges as opportunities for growth. They didn't settle for a life of ease and comfort. They sought out the path of virtue, resilience, and personal excellence. When you ask yourself, why not, you're stepping into the arena, ready to engage fully with life, to learn, grow, and emerge stronger than before. So next time you catch yourself hesitating, remember, you have the power to push beyond your perceived limits. Embrace the Stoic mindset. Ask yourself, why not? And see just how far that question can take you. 2. Be obsessed with getting better. The Stoic idea of relentless improvement aligns perfectly with the concept of prokopto, the idea that we are all works in progress. The Stoics believed in focusing on what they could control, their virtues, actions, and responses to external events. They weren't after perfection, they were after progress. And that's what I'm encouraging you to pursue. Consistent, relentless improvement. Think about it. Improvement is the foundation of everything meaningful. Whether you're refining your skills at work, building stronger relationships, or cultivating inner peace, the essence of a fulfilling life is growth. When you're obsessed with getting better, you align yourself with the Stoic virtue of self-mastery. You're committed to the journey of becoming your best self, not for the applause or recognition, but because it's the most authentic expression of living according to your values. But here's the catch. Being obsessed with getting better doesn't mean being harsh or unforgiving with yourself. It's about a compassionate dedication to your own growth. Celebrate the small victories, but stay hungry for more. There will be setbacks along the way, but in true Stoic fashion, view these not as failures, but as stepping stones on the path to improvement. So how do you cultivate this mindset? Start by setting intentional goals that align with your core values. Reflect on your actions daily and ask yourself how they match your aspirations for growth. Embrace every challenge as an opportunity to push your limits. And most importantly, stay open-minded and adaptable, always ready to refine your approach. The journey of self-improvement is infinite. There's always another layer to uncover, another skill to master, another virtue to embody. In this endless quest, we find our greatest joy and fulfillment. 3. Pour your heart into it. One of the hallmarks of Stoic wisdom is the idea that when you commit to something, you give it your all, not for accolades or recognition, but because full commitment is the essence of living a virtuous life. Stoics didn't do things half-heartedly. They poured their entire being into their endeavors, embodying the principle that the true value of our actions lies in the depth of our effort and commitment. Giving it all you've got is about focusing your energy, time, and attention on your pursuits, whatever they may be. It's about waking up each day with the determination not to coast through life, but to actively engage with it. When you decide to give your best, you're making a choice not just to act, but to act with purpose, with intention. But giving your all isn't just about what you do, it's about how you do it. Approach your tasks, your relationships, and your self-improvement with sincerity, passion, and integrity. Be fully present in everything you do, and when obstacles inevitably arise, face them with courage and resilience, drawing on your inner strength to push through adversity. How can you start giving your all in your own life? Begin by identifying what truly matters to you, your core values, your deepest passions, and your most cherished goals. Then, commit to pursuing these with all your heart and soul. Set high standards for yourself and strive to meet them each day, not out of obligation, but because you're driven by a genuine desire to live fully and authentically. Giving it your all is not a one-time decision, it's a way of life. 4. Stay on your path. We live in a world overflowing with distractions, temptations, and noise. Staying true to your path, despite all the chaos around you, is one of the greatest challenges of modern life. But for Stoics, this was non-negotiable. They understood that while the world around us is full of distractions, the real strength comes from staying focused on what matters. Staying on your path means being clear about your direction in life. It means knowing what you stand for, what you're striving toward, and what kind of person you want to become. Life is full of distractions that can lead us astray from our true purpose. But Stoics believe that staying the course is a matter of integrity and character. However, staying on your path doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes we have to adjust our course. But the key is to remain adaptable while staying true to your values. The world will try to pull you in different directions, but when you know your purpose, you can steer your ship, no matter how rough the waters. So how can you stay on your path? Start by taking time to reflect on your values, goals, and vision for your life. Write them down and revisit them often. Use them as your compass. And when life throws challenges your way, stay true to what you know is right for you. Resilience is key. When you encounter obstacles or setbacks, view them as opportunities to strengthen your resolve and deepen your commitment to your journey. 5. Don't focus on outcomes. We live in a results-driven world, where success is often defined by the outcomes we achieve. But what if I told you there's incredible freedom in letting go of your attachment to results? This is where Stoicism offers a profound shift in perspective. The Stoics taught that while our efforts, actions, and attitudes are within our control, outcomes often involve factors beyond our influence. Focusing too much on results can set us up for frustration and disappointment, especially when things don't go as planned. But when we focus on the process, on pouring our energy into our actions without being attached to the results, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Imagine how liberating it feels to do your work with passion, to strive toward your goals, not because of what you might gain, but because of who you become in the process. This is the essence of Stoicism, finding satisfaction in your efforts and actions themselves, not just in their potential outcomes. This doesn't mean you don't set goals or care about success. It simply means you redefine success in terms of your own efforts and character. Did you act with integrity, courage, and commitment? Did you grow and learn through the process? These are the true measures of success in the Stoic mindset. So how can you incorporate this into your life? Reflect on your values and set goals based on the kind of person you want to become. When anxiety over outcomes creeps in, remind yourself of what's within your control and focus your energy there. You'll find that by releasing your attachment to results, you actually gain more freedom and control over your own experience. Number 6, you attract what you embody. What you cultivate within yourself is what you project outwardly, and it shapes the life you experience. If you're filled with negativity, fear, or bitterness, these traits will color your experiences and influence your relationships. On the flip side, if you cultivate virtues like kindness, resilience, and integrity, these qualities will shine through, attracting positive experiences and people into your life. The Stoics emphasize the importance of developing a strong, virtuous character because they understood that it's the foundation upon which a good life is built. You cannot control the world around you, but you can control how you choose to be in that world. By focusing on being the best version of yourself, you create a life that reflects those virtues. How can you live by this Stoic principle? Engage in regular self-reflection. Critically examine your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, but do so with compassion. Identify areas where you can grow and improve. Actively cultivate virtues that resonate with you, whether it's courage in the face of adversity, perseverance in pursuing your goals, or compassion toward others. Remember, it's not about being perfect or never making mistakes. It's about striving to align your actions with your highest values and principles, even when it's challenging. When you falter, and you will, acknowledge your mistakes with humility, learn from them, and keep moving forward. By embodying the qualities you want to see in the world, you'll naturally begin to attract experiences and relationships that reflect that same depth and quality. Number 7, embrace the challenge. Think about the obstacles you've faced in your life. Maybe it was a setback in your career, a tough personal loss, or a difficult decision. Our instinctive reaction might be to feel frustration or discouragement, but what if, instead, we viewed these obstacles as hidden opportunities for growth? For the Stoics, obstacles weren't something to avoid. They were a necessary part of life, and even a gift. They understood that within every challenge lies the seed of an equal or greater benefit. It's not the obstacle itself that defines your experience, but how you respond to it. You have the power to transform the difficulties you face into stepping stones for your personal development. When faced with adversity, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this situation help me grow? Instead of letting challenges drain your energy, use them as opportunities to strengthen your resilience, creativity, and perseverance. Each obstacle is a chance to practice virtues like patience, courage, and adaptability. Moreover, obstacles often force us to think outside the box and tap into strengths we didn't know we had. It's in these moments of trial that we expand our horizons and discover our true potential. Embrace the Stoic approach to obstacles, and you'll find that the most rewarding paths often include the steepest climbs. The struggles you face and overcome will shape you into a stronger, wiser person. Number 8, do what little you can. In the grand tapestry of life, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the scale of our ambitions or the complexity of the challenges we face. You might think, what difference can my small contribution make? But here's the thing, every big achievement is made up of small, seemingly insignificant actions. The Stoics understood this deeply. They taught that we don't control the grand outcomes, we control our choices, moment by moment. The key is to focus on the present, doing what is right and necessary now, without becoming paralyzed by the size of the task or overly fixated on distant goals. Do what little you can is a call to action, reminding us to engage with life purposefully and consistently, no matter how small our efforts may seem. Great progress is made through steady, incremental steps. When you feel overwhelmed by the enormity of a task, break it down into smaller, more manageable parts. Focus on what you can do today, even if it's just one small step forward. Over time, these small actions build the foundation for larger achievements. Moreover, this Stoic mindset encourages us to find value and meaning in the process itself, not just in the end result. It's about appreciating the journey and being present in the work you're doing right now. Growth and fulfillment come from these daily efforts and attitudes. By embracing this philosophy, you cultivate humility and resilience. You acknowledge that while you may not control everything, you do have the power to contribute meaningfully to your own life and the lives of others. It's about making the most of each moment, each opportunity, and each decision. Number 9, change your definition of success. In a world that often measures success by material wealth, social status, or the number of followers you have, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. But what if we redefine success? The Stoics teach us that true success isn't about acquiring things or impressing others. It's about developing a strong character, living in harmony with nature, and fulfilling our roles as human beings. For the Stoics, success was measured by how well you lived in accordance with virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. It wasn't about external accolades or achievements. It was about being honest, just, and wise, regardless of the circumstances. This approach to success is incredibly empowering because it places the power firmly in your own hands. You may not control external circumstances, but you always have control over your own actions and virtues. So, how can you begin to change your definition of success? Start with introspection. Reflect on what you truly value and think about the kind of person you want to become. Set goals that align with your values and focus on your personal growth rather than external validation. Strive to make a positive contribution to the lives of others, not because you seek recognition, but because it's the right thing to do. Redefining success also means appreciating the process, not just the outcome. Celebrate your efforts and progress, even if they don't lead to immediate rewards. Success in Stoicism is about how you face challenges and setbacks, and how you maintain your integrity and equanimity no matter what. By shifting your focus from external validation to internal virtue, you'll find greater fulfillment and happiness. Number 10, avoid seeking approval. In a world where so much emphasis is placed on being liked, it's easy to lose ourselves in the pursuit of approval. But Stoicism offers a powerful antidote to this external validation trap, reminding us that our worth and actions should be rooted in our own principles, not the fleeting opinions of others. The Stoics taught that seeking approval from others can enslave us, making us dependent on their judgments. We lose our autonomy when we let the opinions of others dictate our self-esteem and decisions. But when we liberate ourselves from this need for external validation, we gain a profound sense of freedom. We can act according to our own values, making choices that are right for us, regardless of whether they win us popularity or praise. How can you detach from the need for approval? It starts with cultivating self-awareness. You need to understand your motivations and distinguish between actions driven by a desire for validation and those that come from your true self. This requires honesty and introspection, but it's essential for living a more authentic and fulfilling life. Next, develop confidence in your own judgment and decisions. The Stoics emphasize the importance of using reason and wisdom to guide your actions. When you trust your own reasoning and align your actions with your principles, you become less dependent on others' approval. You can stand firm in your choices, even when they're unpopular or misunderstood, because you know they're rooted in your deepest values. Embrace the idea that not everyone will like or agree with you, and that's okay. You're unique with your own values, beliefs, and perspectives. Trying to please everyone would only require you to compromise who you truly are. By staying true to yourself, you'll attract relationships built on respect and shared values. Even when you face criticism or rejection, you can take comfort in knowing that you've lived with integrity, true to your Stoic principles. Number 11. Reject distractions. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere, constantly pulling us away from our goals, values, and true purpose. But learning to say no to distractions is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. It's not just about rejecting things you don't want to do. It's about affirming your priorities, values, and autonomy. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is truly important and within our control. The Stoics were advocates of living in accordance with nature, which included recognizing and honoring our limits. They understood that our time and energy are finite resources, and that we must be selective about how we allocate them.
Saying no becomes a crucial exercise in discernment, a way of ensuring that we're dedicating ourselves to what is meaningful,
rather than getting swept up in the distractions of modern life. But saying no isn't always easy. It takes courage, especially in a world that often pushes us to say yes to every opportunity, request, or demand. However, the Stoic approach teaches us to value our own judgment, making decisions based on reason, not fear or social pressure. When you say no from a place of conviction, you're not just declining an offer, you're protecting your time, energy, and focus for what truly matters. So, how do you get better at saying no? Start with clarity. Know what you stand for, what you value, and what goals you're pursuing. When you have a clear sense of your direction, it becomes easier to discern which requests align with your path and which don't. Remember, saying no doesn't have to be confrontational. It can be done with kindness and respect, while still being firm. Practicing the art of saying no will free you from unnecessary commitments, allowing you to focus on the things that genuinely matter to you. It also builds self-respect as you honor your own boundaries and needs. You'll find that saying no is one of the most powerful ways to maintain focus and live according to your highest values. Number 12. Let go with indifference. How do you truly let go? It's about understanding and accepting the Stoic distinction between what we can control and what we can't. We can control our efforts, attitudes, and virtues, but we can't control the outcomes, other people's actions, or the circumstances life throws at us. By internalizing this wisdom, we free ourselves from frustration, anxiety, and disappointment. Letting go with indifference doesn't mean not caring. It means caring about the right things. It's about investing your energy wisely, focusing on what's within your control, and releasing your attachment to everything else. Imagine how much lighter you would feel if you stopped agonizing over things you can't change, if you stopped getting caught up in dramas and outcomes that are beyond your influence. This is where the Stoic practice of ataraxia, inner peace, comes in. When you learn to let go of what you can't control, you reclaim your power over your own thoughts and actions. You become more resilient, more centered, and more focused on what truly matters. To cultivate this ability, start with mindfulness. Pay attention to your reactions and practice distinguishing between what's within your control and what's not. Begin with small, everyday annoyances and gradually apply this mindset to larger challenges. The more you practice, the more you'll discover the profound sense of calm and clarity that comes from letting go of what doesn't serve you. As you embrace this Stoic wisdom, you'll find that life becomes less about the uncontrollable chaos around you and more about the serenity you cultivate within yourself. The less you try to control the uncontrollable, the more control you gain over yourself and your responses. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the heart of Stoic philosophy. By embracing these 12 Stoic secrets, you can begin to transform how you live, think, and respond to the challenges of life. Stoicism teaches us that the power to live a fulfilling, meaningful life lies not in what happens to us, but in how we choose to respond. Remember, the journey of self-mastery is a lifelong pursuit, and there's always room for growth. If this exploration of Stoic wisdom resonated with you, be sure to subscribe and continue this journey with me. Together, we'll keep learning, growing, and building lives rooted in purpose, resilience, and integrity. See you in the next video.